17-5 in this bowl semi-final number 1, and that's not a good kickoff. It's ceded the restart over to Argentina, and they don't have to kick it to be touched or 10 meters. And they can just organize themselves into a set move, and that they do. It's come from Gutierrez Tabrada.
Release, extra roll.
Well, he got isolated, and the referees have been told to be vigilant over that tackle. You've got to place the ball. You can't continue to roll and try and get added meters. And that's the reason why Diego Palmer has now given Scotland the chance to drive play back into the Argentinian 22.
Substitution. White, 2, off. 2. Q, done. Thanks.
So Martin Cipossoni is going to the sideline, and a substitution. And coming into the game is Juan Ignacio Brex. That's him at the back of the line out 3. And up he does the leap, lifts the leaper. Now he's with the ball. Brex.
Thanks.
Rodriguez.
Legal.
Joaquin Paz. Colin Gregor. Oh, sorry, that's Bennett. And Scotland with Robertson now with the ball. And that is try number 3 for Scotland. Lee Jones is in.
Well, that all came from the Argentinian mistake. Joaquin Paz, he was looking down, and then he didn't even notice that there was a player there, and it was a purple jersey, not the blue and white. There's the final part of it. Lee Jones with the fend off, and then the 5-meter sprint to score Scotland's 3rd.
10 seconds. I'm just moving 5 wide on the pitch. Okay, that's good. Done.
So 17-5, Scotland lead. And up goes Lucas Di Vincenzi. And running hard is Panchera Corrido.
No.
And now a nice running ball there for Paz, from Paz. This is better. Alvarez to halfway.
You're too slow. You're too slow.
Is Ian Tempest.
You're too slow.
Oh, they're very lucky to actually keep 7 players as well, because after the whistle had gone, one of the Scottish players just put the ball to the boot. And you've just got to put the ball down. 0 tolerance for that, but luckily, the referee didn't see it.
That's a good ruling, isn't it, Willie, to have 0 tolerance there. As Steve Gemmell makes a note about that or something in his notebook. The organisers are trying to keep this as a flowing game, a game that has lots of movement and is not stopped by irritating factors such as kicking the ball away.
Time on.
James Johnston has come onto the field for Scotland, and he's a busy player. He could play a role of significance in the last minutes here, but Scotland are looking good here, although big holes has allowed Santiago Alvarez to go through and score.
Well, we saw it earlier where defensive lapse by Scotland, and Argentina rather, allowed Scotland to score their 2nd try through Scott Wright. And on this occasion, Alvarez, he just broke through. He should have been taken there, and so Argentina stay in touch. Conversion is good, and now there's only a 5 points difference. Scotland 17, Argentina 12.
So that was good work by the man who scored the try. Alvarez swung his arm through, got it back on the side of Argentina. Now they are in touch here. If they got a 7-pointer, they could win the game. with 2 minutes to play, plenty of time. Oh, 3-on-1 out to the left, but they didn't take too much of an advantage of it. Facundo Panchera Garrido is number 4, and number 12 on the deck is Diego Palma.
Release. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This man here, please release number 4.
He did really well, did Garrido initially, to get over the ball, but he had to release it because it was a new tackle, and he held on to the ball, and he's given possession back. Well, we had a look at his snars, didn't we, old Colin Gregor, the Scottish captain. He said that it actually feels quite good, Keith, in the sense that it has healed with the scar that he had there, or the scratch that he had. Hardly a scratch, it was 14 stitches or something like that. Not as big a mask as he was wearing in Tokyo last week.
He looked like the man with the iron mask. In fact, didn't play yesterday without any tape on, so he's returned to putting the tape on, which is sensible. There was an amazing accident that saw his face cut from a boot. Here's Riddell. Big gillies. Oh, that's Robertson. And Robertson bursts through. Mark Robertson.
43rd try in his career, 45th rather, excuse me. Cut him short a few. And he deserved it as well, as big and strong and powerful as Robertson.
I'll let you know on 10.
Just look at that. The Argentinians didn't even compete. And once he picked the ball up here, identified the dummy, ball in 2 hands. That's the reason why the Argentinians were wondering, was he going to keep it? Was he going to pass? And so young kids at home watching this coverage, that is such a good lesson to learn. When you put the ball in 2 hands, it keeps the opposition guessing.
Conversion is successful, 24-12, and Robertson takes a well-earned rest. Just seconds remaining in this one. Santiago Gomez Cora will be happy to see his team tumble out of the bowl semi-final. On the other hand, Steve Gemmell of Scotland will be very pleased. His team, even though it's down at this level, have made their way through to the bowl final. The hoot goes as Argentina try to get something out of this. The tackling of Scotland is good. Down goes Juan Ignacio Brix.
You didn't play the ball immediately.
Very good defense. That's Chris Dean who's come into the game. Through the microphones down there on the ground, we can hear the tremendous crunch and crash as the bodies greet each other. And this is a lovely run by Facundo Panchera Garrido. Turnbull coming through. And a knock on. Let's listen to the referee on this call. It is over. Scotland stay in the competition at the bowl level. They have beaten Argentina by 24 points to 12. Started a little late, but came home well.